do you know that legacy is not just about the future? Legacy is the impact you create now. Question is, have you planned out for your legacy?
Without further ado, let us all give a warm round of applause for our first speaker, Miss Toni Miranda.
Woohoo! Thank you so much! Good morning, everyone. Let's talk about legacy. Do you know that you also have a barrier in creating your legacy? And what's that? The distorted view of the truth of who you are. Okay, so I have created a star framework as a guide. So you will always remember, I am that star dun sa ALAPAAP na yun. Okay? I am that shining star in that clouds. Whether it's dark clouds, whether it's gloomy, make sure that your star keeps on shining. So what to do? We have to really start with the very foundation, which is what? Start with your identity. And then out of that newfound or rediscovered identity, what's next? What's next? Take responsibility. So it means you will not just say, alam ko na. No. After knowing it, what will I do with my, not anymore distorted, with my real identity? And then take responsibility. Then afterwards, aspire to inspire. The reason why I'm so passionate teaching and reminding people of your real identity is because I did not shine immediately. I thought I was embracing my real identity. I never knew that my identity back then got distorted. Acquired identity are those passed on to you, are those programmed by your parents, the environment. So somehow you thought that's already your identity. For example, you are family of doctors, you are family of achievers, you are family of hindi pwede magkamali, or you are family of strong, smart, merciful, family of panic mode, di ba may ganon? Or simply, family of humble people. So you acquire those, and somehow you thought that's your identity. I'm not saying those are bad, but at least understand what could be the distorted versions and what could be the real identity. Okay, participation are your chosen groups, chosen activities. Probably when you were elementary, high school, may pinili kang grupo, right? And somehow you identified with them, or you identified with the activity that you did. Example, you chose to be with varsity. Sino sa inyo ang varsity dito? I used to be volleyball varsity. Meron ba? Yeah? O diba? So may identity ka. Dati akong varsity kung graduate ka na. And some of you are part of the club, dance group, or iba't ibang organization. Or simply part of a certain group with an identity. And you have considered yourself or that group to be your identity. Third identity is intrusion. Intrusion are identities that you did not choose because you have no choice, it was done to you. Be it was a traumatic experience, maybe it's rejection that you did not choose, or probably that made you feel low and not valued. Intrusion. I don't want to use the word victim, but it is something that was done to you that you felt you don't deserve. Okay? Tatlo lang munang bibigay ko sa inyo. Enough for you to wake up. Wait, which identity am I bringing now? Which identity is somehow dictating my direction, my decision, my saying yes and no? Do it on your part. Anchor your legacy. Anchor your responsibilities based on your identity. So what is that? Isulat natin, who do you want to become? Next, what change do I want to see in the world? So I know we have like very good vision, very good, the legacy, the mark that you want to create. But you can also start with small things. Dream big, make your vision big, But you have to remember to go there, step by step, you need responsibilities. So you should be strong and brave to say no when it's not aligned to your legacy, to your vision, and to your conviction. And the last is your chosen connection. We want to choose a support group. We want to choose friends who somehow will empower your vision, will help you achieve your vision. Whenever you wanted to give up, remember the star, your legacy. How you want to be remembered when you are in trouble. How you want to be remembered when you have challenges, setbacks, and failures. You want to be remembered that you did not give up, not because you can on your own flesh, because you know that God will sustain you. Okay? So when it's at the end of the rope, wala na talaga, sana maalala mo si Lord. No one is too late for change. No one is too late for impact. No one is too late for respecting people around them. No one is too late to bloom where they are planted. And no one is left out. So always remember that you are worth it. You have a purpose. That you have the power. And when you think you don't have the power, you anchor yourself and pray to someone who has all the power, who is all above your challenges. And of course, don't forget the kulot open, that you have your own talent.
So my main highlight is to leave a legacy, you need to know yourself deeply. You cannot build a legacy if you cannot identify yourself. To know yourself, you must seek God because He created you. He knows your purpose and He knows your calling.
What I've learned is that legacy is not just about what you leave behind, it's about the impact you create now. It begins with knowing your identity and embracing your purpose. By taking responsibility for your vision and aspiring to inspire others, you radiate resilience and show the world that you are worth it. And lastly, legacy flows naturally from a life lived with intention and purpose.
Mabuhay everybody. One thing that I have learned in the talk is that sa bundong to, dapat di ka nawawala and alamin mo kung ano yung purpose mo kasi it starts within you and kapag alam mo na yung purpose mo, it all flows smoothly na din and at the same time, you will be influential in the people that surrounds you. And lastly, siguro yung pinaka-core talaga ng talk is to know how to influence people through your purpose, your perspective, and the things na gusto mong i-instill sa kanila, which concludes your legacy. Yun lamang po. Thank you.
So what I've learned is that yung 4 pillars is very important for us. And also, we have to tell ourselves palagi na you are worth it, you have a purpose, and you have the power. But of course, no matter how strong you are, no matter how you think you are strong, it is always right, valid, and it's okay to seek for help. And we shouldn't forget about that. Ayan.
Hi, siguro one of the most impactful lessons that I have learned with this talk is putting God first. Putting God in the center of everything you do, everything you say, and everything you accomplish. Kasi ano ba naman tayo without His glory, without His grace, and without His mercy? So, another thing that I have learned siguro is before you reach your star, reach God first. Kasi through God, you can reach through your star and your star reaches you and others. Dun sa talk kanina ni Miss Toni, I have been realizing a lot of things regarding my leadership and it has helped me overcome hurdles in my mind na kung kaya mo, kaya ko. Kung kaya ko, kaya mo. Thank you po.
So the lesson that I've learned from the presentation earlier is legacy is lasting impact we live, shaped by our identity, acquired traits, chosen actions, and uncontrollable experiences. And also, resilience is knowing that you are the only one had the power to pick yourself up. And life challenges are not supposed to paralyze you. It's supposed to help to know who you are. And Always remember that you are your brightest star. And I will end this by saying my favorite quote, which is, broken crayon, still colors.
Isang palaban na umaga sa ating lahat. Ayun, ako po ay si J. Diaz, nanggaling sa PUP, Santa Mesa. Ayun no, isang mga impact na words na nabanggit no, kanina ay totoo na malaki ang impact ng mga kabataan sa lipunan natin sa kasalukuyan. Na totoo na ang mga kabataan ay ang pag-asa ng bayan, kaya't nasa kamay natin bilang kabataan ang pagbabagong hinahangad natin. Makukuha lang natin ang pagbabago kung patuloy natin imulat ang sambayan ng Pilipino, patuloy nating ipapakilos ang mga Pilipino at kabataang Pilipino kagaya natin. At syempre, patuloy nating tuligsain ang iba't ibang polisiya na mas pumapatay sa mga kabuhayan ng mga manggagawang Pilipino. Kaya totoo na mga kabataang Pilipino ang pag-asa ng bayan, kahit ipagpatuloy natin ang pagbabagong hinahangad na malayo sa pananamantala at pang-aabuso sa kamay ng pasistang Estado. Maraming salamat.
Actually, all throughout her speech, I became very emotional. Well, as a student leader myself, I've experienced and currently experiencing being labeled and called words that are truly hurtful to me, to the point that I've became really conscious about the things that I will do, I will say, or just basically every move that I will make. But today, when Miss Toni Miranda opened her speech, or when I heard her story and her speech, I realized again that, oh, I have an identity on my own. And just like what she said, it's not my power or control anymore on what people will say to me on what will they feel. That's why siguro today I realized na it's time to make my own move and to move forward and make decisions na alam ko namang ikakabuti ng mga nila.
Hi, good morning po. Yung si Miss Toni po earlier, nung nakikinig po ako sa kanya is parang na-engage po ako the way she talks po kasi she makes the atmosphere po light and she makes people know their worth po, and she leaves a knowledge that people forget about themselves, and she helps us po to know the purpose po in our lives, and also she motivates us on her words.
So yung first impression ko po kay Miss Toni, to be honest, nakita mo, she's pretty, and sa paglakad niyo po, alam niyo po may hawak siyang power para makapagsabi ng mga encouraging words. And I noticed din po, based on her experiences, yung mga nasabi niya pong like teachings na pwede nating malagay sa ating buhay sa paggawa din po natin ng sarili nating legacy.